Time for your week 2 review. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Alright, Thursday night, week 2 Thursday night. Jets defeating the Buffalo Bills 37-31. And Ryan Fitzpatrick was all over the Bills secondary. Thanks to the Bills defensive line sucking fucking dick. What the fuck was that shit? Matt Forte scoring 3 touchdowns. First Jet to do that on the road since Curtis Martin. As far as Buffalo Bills go, well, Tyrod Taylor played better than last week, yardage-wise, but as we all know, Greg Roman has been fired as the offensive coordinator, mainly because their offense, mainly because of the, everybody's saying, oh, it's a scapegoat and all this fucking bullshit, and understandable, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, Darrelle Revis gets burned for another long touchdown early in the game. Like I said, Darrelle Revis, and in his earlier years, he would have been able to shut that down no problem. He gets burned every fucking week. On the other hand, that other cornerback has 2 interceptions. I keep forgetting that guy's name. Jets, hey, they could actually win some. Maybe the Jets will go 10-6 or something like that, and actually make the playoffs. I don't know. As far as Buffalo goes, they're in trouble. They're in deep fucking trouble here. Buffalo Bills 0-2, Jets 1-1. Giants defeating the New Orleans Saints 16-13. Well, last year this was an epic fucking offensive shootout. 13 touchdown passes between Eli Manning and Drew Brees. I believe Drew Brees had 7 and Eli had 6. Not a bad game. This time around, only 1 offensive touchdown. And it didn't belong to the Giants, it belonged to the Saints, the losing team. I'm a little surprised the Saints are 0-2. They probably should be 1-1, but whatever there. Hey, congrats to the Giants. They're 2-0 under new head coach. Whatever. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, Saints 0-2, Giants 2-0. Cowboys defeating the Redskins 27-23 in an NFC East shit matchup. However, this was a pretty good fucking game. A lot of interesting shit happened. Ezekiel idiot, fumbling the ball twice. One of them was lost, which led to 3 points. In fact, I believe that led to the Redskins leading in the game. Before that, though, the Cowboys were up 20-17, and then they decided to try an onside kick for whatever stupid, retarded reason. That led to the game being tied at 20, and then, of course, the fumble, as I mentioned. He scored. Ezekiel Elliott scored a couple of touchdowns, but they're just 1 or 2 yard touchdowns. Like, who fucking cares? No excuse for his fumbles and no excuse for his struggling, period. Especially when you're like a top 4, top 5 pick in the NFL draft. You're expected to be that explosive back. I think we've got that. It's been mentioned time and time again. But then the turning point was Kirk Cousins' interception, and it was a dumb fucking pass. Cousins has been struggling. Should we have been shocked by this? Of course, yes, the Redskins, they're a good fucking team. They got a pretty good collection of tight ends with Jordan Reed, Niles Paul, and Vernon Davis. Can't get a better tight end trio than that. Their wide receiver core isn't that bad either. Their defense, however, is fucking garbage. And guess who? And anyway, during during the game-winning drive where the Cowboys were marching down the field, there was a controversial roughing the passer penalty where the defender was going after Prescott's legs or whatever. Or however he was trying to wrap his legs. He wasn't trying to, hit his legs or whatever the fuck. With that being said, there are bad calls happen in every game, every week, every fucking season. So what the fuck ever there. But guess who ends up scoring the game-winning touchdown? Alfred Morris. Yeah, instead of wasting $19 million on fucking Kirk Cousins, you should have just bit the bullet, started Colt McCoy or something like that. Maybe draft fucking I'm not saying draft Paxton Lynch or anything like that, but what the fuck ever there. But anyway, just do something to save some fucking money so you can re-sign Alfred fucking Morris for a change. You're going with Matt fucking Jones and Thompson as your top two backs. Get the fuck out of here. Cowboys 1-1, Redskins 0-2. Patriots defeat the Dolphins 31-24. Jimmy Garoppolo was playing great. He was playing lights out. And then he suffered an injury, and then came in Brissett or whatever his name is. And Jimmy Garoppolo's injury was his fault because he landed on his fucking elbow. He's supposed to be, he's whatever there. But yeah, 2 Dolphin games and 2 injuries to their opponent's quarterbacks. Russell Wilson, week 1, and Jimmy Garoppolo, week 2. Of course, the Dolphins were down by a big margin, but then they came roaring back and might have actually won the fucking game. And once again, Tannehill, gotta give the devil his due. He didn't play that fucking bad once again. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. Dolphins, like I said, the Dolphins, they're winning on Sunday. Patriots 2-0 heading into week 2, heading into week 3, excuse me. They're 3-0 now. Let's move on. Steelers defeating the Bengals 24-16 in a usually close type of game. Roethlisberger played pretty bad in the first quarter. Then again, it was raining out, but then Tomlin made the necessary second half adjustments, something that Jim Caldwell is no good at, by the way. And Roethlisberger played a little better in the second half. The Bengals, I believe, had a controversial call at the end of the game, which sealed the deal for the Bengals. But who gives a shit? But it is what it is. Bottom line, Steelers 2-0, Bengals 1-1. Panthers defeating the 49ers 46-27, and the game was close, and the game was actually closer than the score would indicate. Okay, because the Niners were actually roaring back and making the score 34-27 at one point. Watch out for the 49ers offense. I mean, they got beat by a much better football team, obviously. Cam Newton, 4 touchdown passes, an interception early in the game. In fact, it was the first drive of the game for the Panthers anyway. But that Panthers defense showed up with the touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin doing his part again. Cam is happy to have him back. Yeah, watch out. Yeah, but like I said, watch out for the 49ers. I don't think they're going to be as big of a joke as everybody says they are. We'll just leave it at that. Both teams are 1-1. Ravens defeating the Browns 25-20. The Ravens were down 20-2 at one point. Josh McCown was playing fucking great. Isaiah Crowell, huge fucking touchdown run. Corey Coleman, he was making some big fucking plays as well. You know, the Ravens were up 20-0, and then a blocked extra point, and the Ravens run it back for 2. That actually started getting the ball rolling for the Baltimore Ravens, because then they score 23 unanswered points. 23 more unanswered points, I should say. Flacco finding Mike Wallace again. But like I said, I understand it's division football. I get all that shit. But when you're struggling to beat the Browns after falling down 20-2, makes me worried about this Ravens team. I got some, you got some people on the internet taking the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this, to beat the Baltimore Ravens tomorrow. I'm not a firm believer in Jacksonville, at least not yet. But we'll wait and see. Bottom line is this: Ravens 2-0, an unimpressive 2-0, and the Browns 0-2. But they're now but of course Josh McCown injured his shoulder, and like I said, they're starting their 5th rookie quarterback in as many games dating back to last season. Their 5th different quarterback, only in fucking Cleveland. Oh God. Fuck you, Detroit. Lions losing to the Tennessee Titans 16-15. And of course, in typical Lions fans fashion, instead of blaming Jim Caldwell for sucking dick at halftime adjustments, instead of blaming your defense for giving up that game-winning touchdown, or game-losing touchdown for that matter, or when you had two defenders on Andre Johnson. Can't believe you made the fucking Titans, for God's sake. But it is what it is. And instead of blaming Matthew Stafford for throwing that god-awful fucking pick, what do Lions fans do the most? They blame the officials for the fucking Lions losing. Way to stay consistent there. And on the Titans side, they didn't play all that fucking great. Parrish Cox, who came up with the game-winning interception, but before that, he was fucking struggling really fucking bad. Other than that, the Titans, I will give some credit to Marcus Mariota because he tends to play. I just don't get it, but he tends to play better when he's on the road for whatever reason. And the Titans defense, they didn't play that fucking bad. They haven't been playing that fucking bad this season. I mean, the Vikings touchdowns were both defensive touchdowns. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and change my. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sure you read my description box, but I'll just say it right here, right now. I'm changing my pick to the Tennessee Titans. Thanks to the Patriots beating the Texans on Thursday night, I think the Titans are going to take advantage of that shit. And I'm changing my pick to the Indianapolis Colts because I'm not fucking buying this fucking horse shit of Chuck Pagano being fired, and the Colts being ready to struggle once again. I'm not fucking buying that shit. I'm sorry. Both teams are 1-1. Texans defeating the Chiefs 19-12, and Texans initially 2-0, entering the week 2-0 anyway. Chiefs are 1-1. Boring ass fucking game. Santos scoring all 12 of the Chiefs' points. I mean, if you're a fantasy owner, you're happy you had him, of course. Brock Osweiler struggled once again, and I I did watch this. I did have the chance to watch this game though. Like I said, boring fucking game. I couldn't. But yeah, Osweiler, he's still doing the same. He's doing the same shit that he did in Denver, forcing passes to his best player, to his receivers. We saw that with Hopkins. But how about Will Fuller? I know he struggled against the Patriots. What a shock! It's the Patriots. Did we not learn our lesson from the Cardinals 2 weeks ago? Anyway. But yeah, his first 2 games, over 100 yards receiving. First Texans rookie to start the season. With 2 100-yard games. Give Osweiler some time, and maybe he'll be a decent quarterback. Of course, whatever. Oh God. Okay. Fuck you, Seattle. Rams defeating the Seahawks in a 9-3 all-field goal score. A fucking dumbass, baby-ass fucking score which was back in the 1920s. And other than the Rams uniforms, it was the highlights made your eyes fucking bleed. So what would have happened if I had watched the fucking game? And of course, the game fucking sucked. Moving on. Both teams 1-1. Cardinals kicking the shit out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jameis Winston throwing 3 interceptions. I believe he turned the ball over 5 times in that game. Hey, big difference between facing the Atlanta Falcons, who are a garbage defense, and the Arizona Cardinals, who are a better fucking defense. Thanks. Not saying Winston. Oh, and now Winston's going to be facing the Los Angeles Rams. Did I say St. Louis again? I am not making this video again, so fuck off. On the Cardinal side of things, hey, that loss was just a fluke. I guess so. Carson Palmer playing a little bit better. The Cardinals defense played a lot better, and their playmakers showed up on offense as well. Both teams are 1-1. Don't give up on Jameis Winston yet, though. I will say that. Chargers defeat the Jaguars 38-14, and the game wasn't even that close. It was 38-0. But then Blake Bortles doing what typical Blake Bortles does, and that's throw 2 garbage touchdown passes to 2 real interceptions or whatever the fuck. But of course, the Chargers, week 1, they lose Keenan Allen to a torn ACL. Week 2, they lose Danny Woodhead once again to a torn ACL. On the plus side, Melvin Gordon scored another touchdown. And of course, the Chargers. I still think this is a better fucking football team. However, like I said, changing my pick to the Colts because I'm not buying this fucking horse shit yet. That the Colts are in big fucking trouble. They will be if they fucking lose. They will be if they do fucking lose. But I don't see it happening. Falcons defeating the Raiders 35-28. You know, the Raiders, the Raiders defense has given up 30. The Raiders have given up 34 points in week 1 and 35 points in week 2. I thought this defense was supposed to be great. That's why everybody was taking the Oakland Raiders to win this division, right? To win the AFC West. Because they're supposed to be this good fucking improving football team. In fact, it reminded some people of the Dallas Cowboys for whatever reason. Because of Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith. And now they think that Derek Carr and Latavius Murray and Amari Cooper are in that same category for some reason. Hey, and I'm not saying they won't be. But however, their defense better get their acts together, or they're gonna get beat by the Tennessee Titans. this coming Sunday. Bottom line is this: both teams 1-1. And how about the Atlanta Falcons? They still have some weapons. Matt Ryan played well. Julio Jones did his thing. Devontae Freeman did his thing. All right. I'll just leave it at that. But the Falcons defense still fucking sucks. And swallows, for that matter. Moving on. Broncos defeating the Colts 34-20. I initially took the Colts, changed it to the Denver Broncos. I'm glad I fucking did. Denver's defense is still fucking good. In fact, the Broncos defense scored two touchdowns during that game to make it 34-20. And they got to Andrew Luck 5 times. Although it was a little bit fucking close. It was really fucking close. This was, like I said, 34-20, but this was not. But this was way fucking closer than that. Andrew Luck, of course, he's got that shoulder injury again, and great. He's got another great. He's reactivated his shoulder. Wonderful. And of course, the Colts secondary injured, but Vontae Davis could be back, but their defense better get their acts together. Or like I said, Chuck Pagano will be on the hot seat entering week 4. And it'll be his own fucking fault, it won't be Andrew Luck's fault. It won't be this whole stupid scapegoat of, it won't be this stupid argument of, Chuck Pagano's a new scapegoat because they can't blame Andrew Luck and all this stupid fucking bullshit. Just like two stupid debaters on a show on ESPN that nobody gives a flying fuck about. We're bitching about the firing of Pep Hamilton, which was well deserved, by the way. Anyway, that's last year. Moving on. Colts 0-2, Broncos 2-0. I can't believe it myself. Trevor Siemian. Let me say this about Trevor Siemian. He's been doing okay. He still looks fucking raw, and there are some things that he does need to work on. However, and his 3 interceptions to 1 touchdown prove that he's got some shit to work on. Whatever there. Okay. I should have taken the Vikings from the get-go regardless of who was playing at quarterback on Sunday Night Football. Vikings defeating the Packers 17-14. I will say this, Sam Bradford, he played well considering that he was just traded 2 weeks ago. I'm sure the Vikings just gave him some simple fucking plays so that he could be comfortable. They didn't try to. They had to have. You can't just learn a whole fucking playbook in just 2 weeks. Doesn't work that way. Rodgers, he didn't play that. He didn't play that fucking great. I'm sorry, he didn't. I will give people that. But you know what? Every great quarterback has had their share of bad fucking games. Okay. Give me a fucking break on that shit. Eddie Lacy, inconsistent once again, which is nothing new. I will say this though, people need to stop with the excuses of, Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson, they're not on the same page yet. It's been a while. What the fuck, guys? Rodgers and Nelson have been teammates since 2008. Okay, and since Nelson was in the lineup, especially during the 2010 postseason, and then in the 2011 regular season, they've been playing together. They have great chemistry. Did I not mention this? The struggles of the Packers offense went in 2015 went well beyond the loss of Jordy Nelson. So shut the fuck up with that shit. Bottom line is this: the Vikings defense shut Aaron Rodgers down once again. And let me say this again. Never mind what Sam Bradford does. I think he's finally found a fucking home. Again, I will give you this: put up or shut up time for Sam Bradford. But stop bitching about what Sam Bradford's gonna do and look at the fucking Vikings defense. They are not a bad fucking defense. I can't believe I'm defending the Vikings here because I hate them, because I can't stand their fucking fans. However, and yeah, Adrian Peterson, I think it would hurt him, but they're facing the Panthers, and the last time the Panthers and the Vikings faced each other was 2014 when they didn't have Adrian Peterson and the Vikings kicked the Panthers' ass. Give me a fucking break. Vikings 2-0, Packers 1-1. I still expect the Packers to defeat the Lions because the Lions defense still fucking sucks. Whatever. And finally, the Eagles defeating the Bears 29-14, and I should have went through on changing the fucking pick because I had a feeling that the fucking Bears were going to disappoint me, and disappoint me they fucking did. And once again, the Bears have suffered a few injuries. Lamar Houston out for the rest of the 2016 season, thanks to a torn ACL. Jay Cutler injures his thumb trying to make the tackle after he threw an interception. Jay Cutler was fucking ass once again. At some point, I've got to stop making excuses for Jay Cutler. It's his 11th fucking season. Give me a fucking break. On the other hand, I'm not blaming it all on Jay Cutler. I can blame it on Jay Cutler all I want, but the Bears defense is fucking shit in general. When you do not force a turnover on a rookie quarterback, you are garbage. When you have tape of Brock Osweiler from when you faced him in 2015 and you still allow yourself to lose, your defense is garbage. I'm about to have a fucking heart attack, but Jesus Christ. And let's give it to Carson Wentz. I understand it's just the Bears, and I understand it's just the Browns, but hey, he has not thrown an interception yet in his 2 first career starts. I'm gonna stop this video before I fucking cough myself to fucking death. But I will say this. But here's the deal now. Carson Wentz is gonna be facing the Steelers tomorrow. And the Steelers are not like the Bears and they're not like the Browns. The Steelers still have a defense. Maybe not the best defense, but it's still an NFL defense. And they're just facing a better team in general. But I'll give this to the Philadelphia Eagles defense. They've been playing well. Well, Jim Schwartz is doing a hell of a fucking job, as a lot of people expected. Because while he's not a great head coach by any means necessarily, he is still one hell of a defensive coordinator. So yeah, and before I go, I want to touch in on the Thursday night game. Why are we all shocked that the New England Patriots defeated the Houston Texans with a rookie quarterback? People, It's the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick. I understand Belichick gets a lot of credit for the shit, and rightfully so, quite frankly. But also rightfully so, we haven't given him enough credit. People credit Tom Brady, as they should. Anyone who thinks Tom Brady's overrated is fucking retarded. I'm sorry. Hate to be a jackass about it, but give me a fucking break. But give me a fucking break. This is what Belichick does. When the chips are down and everybody's against him, he fucking wins. Like I said, have we not learned our fucking lesson from week 1? Because I sure as hell fucking did. And no disrespect to the Houston Texans, they're still a decent football team, but they're nowhere near the level of the New England Patriots. The Patriots have one hell of a defense, all right? As soon as Rob Ninkovich comes back, we will see how good this defense it will be. And as soon as Tom Brady comes back from his 4-game suspension, we'll see how good the Patriots offense will be, and you will see why the Patriots are still the best team in the National Football League. That includes any fucking team from the NFC. Oh, I fucking said it. I'll just leave it at that. That's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers.